Hello, everybody. My name is Max Farrell. This is DexIndicators.net, and you are on the Support and Indicators sales page. Now, this page is going to be very important for you because this is where you're going to purchase your support and resistance indicator. Now, if you're trying to figure out whether or not you should have one, let me tell you, out of all the tools that I use, everything that I use, even the advanced signal systems, everything that I use, this is the most important tool in my toolbox. Why? Any good trader that trades well, now remember, that trades well in the industry uses support and resistance. Okay? If you're not using support and resistance, then you're basically just flying by the seat of your pants. You don't really know what's happened and where the levels are. Trading is psychological and it's run by humans. And because it's run by humans, there's certain levels that humans go to and back out at and break through, and there's a lot of information. Now, if you didn't have a support and resistance indicator, okay, then you would be left to certain things like previous day highs and lows and pivots and things like that. Things that cannot be very informative, if you will. Okay? Now, knowing where your levels are and where they group at will show you the history. And this is referred to as price action. And knowing how to use this mentality with support and resistance is very lucrative, but it can be very exhausting if you're trying to do it by hand. In most cases, learning how to trade using this method, you use what they call a top-down analysis, where you go to the higher time frames and you put a line down at a certain level, and you place another line down at a certain level, and then you go down to another time frame and you put some more lines down. Could you imagine doing this for every single pair that you have and every single asset, changing it periodically to match the movement? So if the price happens to go down here, you got to put more lines down. Well, the support and resistance indicator does all that for you. It has a very powerful solution in here. It can be added to any chart very easily, just like this one, and it has a lot of correspondence, which means that there's a lot of information behind the scenes on this process. You can see the availability of this process here. The thicker the lines, the more this action has been touched, as you can kind of see there. Okay, came in, consolidated, punch, 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 and then started to fly off. As it gave you a little purple line to say, okay, it broke this line. Now we can start looking at trades for the buy. And it does. And you can see where these lines touch at and where they'll come back out at. You see that this one right here indicated a short temporary consolidation and then created it really thick because it knew that it would come back. You could easily put a trading strategy that once it does come back close to this, put in for a limit or for a pending order for a buy, and then you would put your stops down here just to protect yourself, and look at the success you would have just using that one little mentality of strategy. Very, very powerful. Okay? If you don't have this in your arsenal, then you are simply trading with no knowledge whatsoever of support and resistance. This product works on all time frames and switches automatically as you filter through. And it goes back into the history of the process. Adds a lot more lines, starts looking a little confusing, but you can see immediately that it has relevance. That this isn't just some sort of previous day pivot process. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I really do hope that you take a chance on this particular product. It is one of the most influential indicators that I have in my arsenal, besides some of my signals indicators. But if you don't have this one in your toolbox, then you're not really taking trading seriously. Now, this one also comes with a lot of advantage over many. It becomes as a support in your toolbox for any of the other signals that we have and systems that we have. So make sure that if you do get something else, that this is connected with it and it has it in your toolbox as well. I'm Max. This is DexIndicators.net. Look forward to seeing you inside. And as always, trade well.